Let's go.
Daddy, you might be
Huh?
awkward I thought.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I should be in starting
Yeah,
series 3.
Octopus.
It's because you touch yourself at night. I didn't say you shouldn't. I'm just saying that's why.
I don't know why the inner kid out of me came in.
How many what? 13 has them on. Should have at least 200 by the time we hit there. Right now I have like 130, 40, 50, somewhere around there.
Oh, your only thing you fucking did differently, Ollie, is your hyperlink fucking activated instead of mine. We're marketing your shit first off.
I got a
Alright, guys. Well, Kito's gone, but we're live! What's up, everybody? Alright. Skylight, thank you for the follow. Noel, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, guys. So, we're gonna be talking about a lot of things today. So, we're talking about cards that came out last set, so set 12. New cards are coming out, set 13, 14, and 15. Changes like that Vanguard Zero made, I guess, from like JP's version versus Global, and just a bunch of other stuff like tier list. What do you guys love so far about the game? What do you guys hate so far about the game? And yeah, if you guys have anything you guys want to discuss about, feel free to hit us up, guys. Alright. Alright, Kudo's gone, so that's gonna be fun. We have a missing persons. You want MIA, guys? Alright, let me give you. Since you guys followed me on the, what is that called? On my starting soon screen, here you go.
What do we hate about?
Like or hate, either one.
Not really. Revengers are a lot easier to deal with than I thought.
Vendors? Yeah, they're a lot easier. You just make sure they don't have any field to.
It's kind of underwhelming considering how many people. Okay, if I could stop.
I've actually struggled more against Link Joker than Revengers.
You, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, man.
I think part of it is the deck was overhyped because of people just saying how good it was in JP, and I think people got like an overinflated sense of how good it was versus like where it actually was. So
He's doing really well. You just podcast with a friend, you know? It's like we're gonna talk about all this other stuff.
yeah, but I don't
I'm excited.
think as people make it out to be. If that makes sense.
So, wait, what did I miss out on? Oh,
Oh,
set 12 is currently going.
Hate right now. Yeah.
It's too early to decide what we hate, because we're not even in like halfway through the month to literally decide, but if I had to say anything, most of the decks that we've currently got so far have been pretty
I agree on that. Link Joker's, meh. You just gotta get cards right, basically, and then when you do, you can pop off. But it's basically if you can't, if like you're playing Schwarzschild and you don't finish him on Schwarzschild turn, you're basically fucked. Well, depending, but you're usually fucked. You're usually fucked. And then Revengers, you just gotta get rid of their rear guards and make them waste more resources. Because then if you had 3 Tiger Grade 2s and you survive the Reading Form turn, it's like the re-ride, then you basically can finish them off. Because you gotta make sure they lose their back row, which is good when you have freaking Sawing Sword. Just in general, like the Eradicators, because they retire back row more, and then Link Joker. But this season's not as bad as I thought it would have been. I thought like I wouldn't be at Legend 10 yet until like last day, you know. But now it's only day what 6? Legend 11, like rank isn't too hard, and like yeah.
This set 10, because I'm not even Legend 10.
I really just want Legend 10, just but then like if I stay within, yeah. I just want to stay in top 3000.
I would say Link Joker is slightly annoying with some blocking that it has, but if anything else, it's just fine.
Yeah. Link Joker isn't as annoying as everyone thought it would be. It wasn't as great.
I think people underestimated set 1 Link Joker compared to Revengers just because of how global players have a tendency to obsess over JP, which we've brought up on multiple different occasions. But...
yeah. And then I actually like what Zero's doing for JP and Global is like they decided to let's move past it.
Hilarious.
So now everyone's like, oh,
Finally addressed it.
yeah, because everyone like looks. They don't want to be 1-to-1 because everybody experiences things differently. They might have events that we might not get, we'll have events soon. They might not get like we don't get tournaments. We don't get those like big tournaments at the end of like what every few months or something, compared to what they do.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think. Well, that's what the global community wants, but it's not something we'll get. Pretty sure because it sucks. It just for those competitive players like Knight, it just sucks. So that we have to do our own. Like we have our own league right now going around. Which I still need to play my games because I got added into a spot, and you had me play against the people that. You guys have me play against like the person that won last. Thanks, guys.
It's just the group that I needed to have it.
You know it's just gonna be those two. It's just if I lose both games, game one, like week one. If I lose both games, game one, I'm just gonna drop and say, okay, they get the bye.
I mean, you got 3 weeks.
True.
He's just gonna give up week 1 instantly.
Yeah.
Dude, like Noel said, if Sparking showed up, oh, we would just see Revengers everywhere. Because everyone would be Sparking Revengers.
As good as people make it out to.
I know, but it's just the hype because Ren is freaking Ren.
Yeah, I mean Ren's my favorite character, but like I'm not gonna pretend the deck is better than it is.
Yeah, I mean it's not bad, but if you lose resources or you don't get the resources you need,
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say the deck is.
oh, we lost. We lost one. We lost one. All right.
Oh god.
Oh, there we go. Kudo, what happened?
Oh,
Knight was
no.
split in 2.
That was basically what happened. Kudos. Alright, gotta find which one's a kudos.
Like this, not like this.
I didn't mean to die like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what happened?
Thing literally
You just like,
connection
bloop.
literally just split in half.
Split.
What I was gonna say though is people be sleeping on DI this season. Just because we don't have the Amon sport does not mean it's not as great of
I think a lot of
Of a
people
deck.
are. Well, I think some people haven't really realized. Like, obviously, some people wouldn't have noticed the nerfs to the stars that are currently being given to now, which is pretty early, I'd say. And now they realize if the buffs that are like a lot. No.
Did Fromage get a buff? Did Fromage get a buff?
Got a buff.
Okay, cause like I've been seeing more Fromages. I'm like, what is going on? Linshu got the nerf. I saw that. I used to.
Even the one Kagura starter, which nobody ever uses.
Which starter?
Gatling Claw.
Gatling Claw.
What does Kaigon Call even do? Is it retire grade 1?
It's a retire grade 1.
Yeah, it originally retired grade 0s, but now they changed to grade 1s.
Who the fuck would ever use
That's
that?
What? Gatling Call? When you're running
Blazing Flare Dragon.
yeah, like Blazing Flare, duh.
I
When
mean,
you
I feel like they nerfed it because they knew that it could potentially be be used if they saw it could retire starters.
yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah.
But nothing retires starter now.
Preemptive nerf.
Smart, for being honest.
But so yeah.
You notice that and just
So what do you guys think about like set 13 coming out next month? Set 14 and 15.
Can't come sooner.
Well, okay. Look at Ali over here to my left, which is you guys' right technically. But he's a DI main, so he's excited for this.
Very.
I'm excited for Zenith.
looking forward to pretty much. Mostly
only
for the
thing
new
I'm
battle
really
package,
excited
just because.
for- Oh, sorry, I thought you were done with that. Go ahead.
Ikuno, what the heck? You just get cracked in the neck and
Freaking
I was scratching my chicken and I was like, yeah. Sorry.
So night, sorry, you were saying?
Looking forward to Kagura with the whole new battle package because it definitely adds a whole lot of consistency to Kagura as a whole, specifically like DDD Dot.
Yeah.
Do DDD Dot, I'm gonna be running DDD Inferno.
What do you mean? DDD freaking
Yeah, you're gonna be doing your
No Val, guys.
most of your runs in set
I'm most excited for the Chaos Breaker package. Not even just like triple rares, although Chaos Breaker is going to add a lot. I'm mostly excited for Colony Maker. Yeah, mostly Colony Maker. I feel like that's going to add a lot to the deck in terms of like the ability to call people.
Yeah,
Isn't that just
Novell.
calling
Ali
people?
loves Novell. I loves
Yeah, but
It's,
I mean,
it's
the
just
eyes.
for the one if you have a locked unit.
I'm excited for how he does
that's
that.
more units than you would have otherwise. So I think that's a big deal in the grand scheme of things. Because a lot when I play Link Joker, a lot of like whenever I use stand triggers in the loadout, I tend to run out of materials a lot. So
I tried using stands in our fight, and I don't know, it didn't work out for me, so I might go back to 9.
that's because you didn't believe hard enough.
It was my main ride, so that's probably why too.
Sounds like you needed a bowl of Get Good Flakes, homie.
I don't know. I just think Chargers don't like me. They never liked me in TCG and in Bit Zero. Just
Draw like 5 grade 3s in every match we played when you
Yeah.
played Joker.
yeah. I'm just like, what is this? Why?
Yikes.
I'm turning to more Hollow Link Joker, so I just maybe need to stop.
You have an SP Mordred?
I don't.
Yes.
Who does? Oh, Ali does. Alright, so like, set 14. What's set 14 again?
Chaos Breaker, Tetra.
Ashley, right? Reverse Ashley, reverse
No,
Leopold.
No. Yeah.
Is that 15?
Yeah.
Dauntless, right? Is
Set
that
14 we get Blouse, we get
Blouse, Chaos,
Ramiel.
Dauntless?
Blouse, Chaos. No, Dauntless comes 15.
I don't know. These sets don't match up with the freaking like TCG, and it messes with my head.
But
me
yeah,
look it
set
up real
14
quick.
had, I can already say it. Blouse, Chaos Breaker, Romeo Reverse, Die Kaiser, and more dimensional robos, and Tetra Drive.
Oh, okay. Okay. Die Kaiser. Alright. Alright, we're gonna we're gonna make everyone like hate Die Kaiser. Okay. And in 15 is. I don't think Monarch's coming in 15. I think coming in 16. Monarch, I take your alpha at
It's totally
16.
proven that they didn't get it in set 15 as I remember. They only had like scissors
I was
and
just-
Zinc.
Scissors and Zenith came together.
Yeah.
Alright, Kai, yes, I know. Sorry,
Yeah,
Reverse
Alpha
Ashley's
is gonna
15.
come later, I believe.
Well, because Glendios will come with
Only, like,
set 16.
Right.
Because set 16 is called Infinite Rebirth, if I recall. Or maybe that's about 15. I don't remember. I can't remember the set names in
Set 15
TCG.
is really great.
Yeah, but set 16 is Infinite Rebirth.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, and then that's gonna have Overlord, that's gonna have Glendios, that's gonna have... That's gonna have... This is, okay, so Shadows, Lynx, Kagero, Gold. That's 4 clans I'm thinking.
Oh wait, we're still missing
Yeah.
Arca Force's Maelstrom Reverse.
Okay, and Maelstrom too. But like, as looking on the okay, no, I don't want the song. I want the freaking set. Damn it. There we go. So it has, yeah, okay, and yeah, so it has Lynx, Gold, Shadows, Kagero, Aqua Force, and Mega Link and Pale Moon, but we don't need to worry about those guys because that's gonna be a their own thing. It's Silverdawn because it's Lukia? Actually, they might put Pale Moon in that set too, because Lukia is not gonna get reversed until later.
Clears in 14.
Is it for reverse? Oh, okay.
She's in 13.
13. Okay, never mind then. I totally forgot about that. I don't know. I don't pay Pale Moon. Yeah.
Now I'll probably be able to build Fiora, so.
Just me hot, please.
What? Can do what now? What do you need to lift it up for?
I can.
My son's funny. Huh? Oh, make sure any spots. Oh, I'm like, what are you doing?
The big one we should talk about is the changes in Zero from
Can I see mommy?
to
Well, if anyone's been paying attention at all,
No.
it's been shown prior to this. There's a lot of
It's
different.
been on the wall for a friggin' while.
Yeah. There's
What's gonna be on the
a
wall?
lot of things that JP doesn't.
Like? I actually don't know. That's why.
In JP.
Okay, I'll be back.
First of all, in global, we have the guarantee drops instead
That's
of
true.
the ×2 drops.
Oh, that's true.
And,
Yes.
we get a lot more daily vouchers compared to JP.
Do we?
And our stamina refills that we get daily are actually bigger than the ones that JP has because we get 40 per each one. They only get like I believe it's either 30 or 35.
Dang.
Oh, you
It's
mean
actually-
the login ones? I thought you meant like the gem paid ones, and I was very.
The gem
No,
paid ones.
yeah. The login ones.
I know like a lot of people like say global is derivatively just a lot of people just paying money all the time just to
Play, yeah.
honestly, it's not really the case. I mean, I've been playing free to play for like the longest time, and I've gotten pretty much most of the things that I've done.
Yeah.
True. I mean, when I need to.
Twice in this game.
I spend money periodically to support it so it doesn't die, but that's about it.
I play to play.
Another thing that, I mean, from global to JP is the ranking from like JP has only
Top 1,000.
top 1,000. Yeah, and
They added top 3,000 for us.
yeah we have yeah.
If people were complaining about it, because like, especially when there are people like tying, it just keeps pushing people back farther. When they could have been top 3,000, top 1,000, they just kind of get pushed out. So, yeah. Which that kind of sucks. Alright, so, what do you guys think is the top deck so far?
Best. Not to be biased.
Don't you dare say DI, Ali.
That's very debatable. We've seen quite the collection this season so far.
How do you want to define best deck first of all?
Okay.
Before we get into this,
Burden mode.
we didn't actually address like
Burden
the
mode.
changes in Zero though. Aside from
Oh.
that,
Well-
Burden mode.
variables to consider.
Well,
True.
Burden mode.
Probably because-
one of the
Burden
biggest reasons
mode.
is because global has
That's
such
how
a
into Burden
large player
mode.
base
No, not.
that they had to do
No, no, buddy, I'm
something
talking to other people.
to accommodate for that fact.
You're
Because
talking
they had to change
to.
rank.
It's what our friends.
There's way more players
Rather
ranked in global than in JP.
What?
That basically means
What?
that
Them names.
You're not wrong, Noel.
What them
He's
names?
Ali's totally foreshadowing DI.
I think part of it was the spending habits. Finance-wise, could have been the motive. I don't have that confirmed, but I do note that based on what I observe in multiple discussions on Facebook, is that global players on average don't seem to spend as much when it comes to Zero, and I'm not
Really?
sure if it's good or bad.
Really?
I would definitely say it's leaning
Surprised.
in terms of
Okay, yeah. No, I can see why, because they know ahead of what's gonna happen. So they go, okay, if I don't need to spend, I can save. You know?
Yeah.
As for JP, they don't know what's gonna happen until like a week or two more, and they're like, oh, now I want this stuff.
Yeah, I think that's like one of the kind of like downsides to global. 'Cause, like it's they already predicted like when they already know what's gonna happen. They don't need to like focus on like yeah, spending money. They can just actually just go grind them through just to drop those cards instead.
Yeah. Yeah. And most globals are just trying to stay to free to play, or they're dolphins about it.
and that's an issue with the baseline minimum. It's going to impact the lifespan of the game itself. It's just a matter of when that happens.
Very true. Very true.
Because if people are not spending money, the game servers and game staff aren't getting paid. Or the amount of functional funds they have to operate. So they don't necessarily to
That's also probably why they took out
Yeah.
sparking this
Yeah.
Also,
People-
they want to like yeah.
This is
to
hype.
rearrange stuff, so
Yeah.
potentially it might be coming later this month or sometimes.
I mean, even then with sparking, I don't even bother. It's just like,
I'm not
okay.
interested in sparking since I have everything that I have, but then
Oh.
people are just that desperate just to get like SP Revengers, SP Link Joker, SP Garmore, SP, you know.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Zero didn't.
Yeah, he dropped 1,500 packs. I want to know how much effort that took.
a lot of money.
I can say probably.
And a lot of hard work.
Yeah. Thinking about it, I actually wanted to show Shiro's Shiro's deck. I'm gonna find it.
I'm just gonna say this. Who shit on Shiro or children? Because Shiro is a freaking nice guy. He is a good dude, and like I'm tired of seeing people shit on him for claiming he's a no lifer, which pisses me off.
No, I even talked to him about it. And he's like he spends a certain amount of time to do it, and then he's like, okay.
He's a really good guy.
Where is his video? He posted it. Where did he post it? Do you guys remember?
Any of us.
Where's his SP? Shiro, where's your SP deck? I saw it. Do you remember which Facebook post it in? He's in like all the groups, I swear.
I'd probably find them on Twitter.
Oh, maybe on Twitter. Yeah. But either way, so yeah, they don't do everything 1-to-1, which is good. I think that's good, especially because then now Global's like, oh, now because wasn't the Grand Blue event supposed to be first before the Halloween event or Halloween whatever dice roll thing?
I think so.
You know, so now people are like, oh, we have this extra stamina for no reason. It's kind of funny. I literally saw it. I saw it and I was like, okay, I need to say this. And I asked him, and he just never got back to me about it. I gotta give him props though for it. I give him props for it. If he really needs it. Okay, did you found it? Okay, Ali.
Yeah, I just posted it.
Okay, I'll open this up then.
Have to rely on.
Yeah, we're gonna switch to the web screen really quick. Yeah. Oh no, I have to log in. This is dumb.
Looking at Twitter and looking at the like some people were literally still complaining about fucking not in global, and
Yeah.
this one person literally literally.
Why would they say?
You literally
You
just,
okay?
like, in all,
Ethan, drink some water. You okay?
You literally just call them bitches and literally just like you take them to global and you just want
Okay, take your time. Don't.
And if anything, that was the most angry Canadian I've ever met.
I'm just saying, if people in this game, they're more room to complain about marking than anyone else in a free-to-play player. I'm just saying.
And he
Oops.
didn't complain that
I
much.
forgot
He
that
was
I
like, well, I guess I don't have it to help me. Still doing this anyways.
Shoot.
Yeah, I just think a lot of like of the global players are really trying to validate concerns and whatnot. Some of like the just straight.
I agree.
Yeah, I get it. There's no SP medals this time. There's like you just have to make do with what we have now.
The thing
Bruh.
is, I think what ended up happening was because of how many back-to-back sets had SP sparking, we kind of grew used to it and grew to rely on it. Because we didn't have it at the start, and we weren't. You didn't see any close enough.
Yeah, we had it like halfway during set 9 because of like the alternate system.
Yeah.
And then Global, I guess, decided like,
There we
okay,
go.
it's enough is enough. Let's get them used to what it used to be.
Alright. Yeah, so now I'm about to show
As well.
Shiro's deck. Holy crap. This is
Most
tiny.
ideally just deconstruct some of the things I just forward the medals.
Look how shiny this is. Guys, chat.
Prioritization is also part of the problem.
Just look how shiny this is.
It's both
Alright.
a blessing and a curse.
Back to the
Probably affect us in the terms of the game's lifespan.
Tier list like this early into the season though. Like
Yeah,
I don't really know how.
Revengers aren't
It
as
doesn't really
prevalent
make
as
me
we thought. Link Joker and Nova seem to be more popular than we anticipated too.
Revengers
Yeah.
have the same problem that, well, not every break right deck has.
break die deck.
It's definitely more emphasized in Revengers than most others because of how many matches you're going to put into it.
Yeah.
Push it, kill it.
Like idealistically, you'll see like some Revenger map, you know, like in global, we usually have more of a variety than JP, whereas JP,
I mean?
I'm not like the like judgmental or anything, but I've noticed that there's more of an influx of Revengers, Chaos Breaker, and Dark Irregulars. They just have like those 3 decks like constantly.
They just have a lot less players because I've noticed this a couple of times, but in JP, the chances of you running into the same person back to back is way higher than you thought.
What do you mean? I'm right back, chat.
So, like, how would you quantify? Would you say usually higher than global, or just marginally?
I'd say exponentially because it's happened to me a couple times, and even if you watch some of the different fights videos, he's had a couple of them where he literally runs into the same person back to back multiple times.
DF doesn't
Yeah, he
play
mentions
on
like
global.
during late night and stuff.
I know he plays on.
He
JP
used to
mainly.
like around early global, but then he stopped and then like did proper like JP full time in this instead.
It's probably smarter for him, based on how his channel's structured.
Yeah, and he
Kudo is getting trolled hard right now.
So
Love you too,
talk
Ty.
about what deck we think is the best.
we don't have like it was just too early into the season. A full-on judgment, like what would be like the best decks, what like you'll most see in ranked, what most people are finding popular and everything.
I think the main reason Revengers isn't as popular / as explosive as we thought it would be is because of the nerfs came early, buffs came early, and no sparking. And that mixture of 3 things basically made Revengers a lot more manageable in terms of matchup wise and how you're gonna play around them.
Although I would say that the nerfs on the well, no, with the Colossus nerf, that definitely probably hindered how the deck would play previously. I mean, I still use Colossus, but that's because I'd rather have a guaranteed grade 2 than the grade 3s I already draw in stupidly high.
I mean, most of the time, I don't play Revengers. I play Mordred too, mostly. But lately, I've been sacking my goat a lot.
Just hacking your what?
I want to.
Hacking what now?
Sacking goat.
Mm.
If we're going to do a tier list, like list it numerical.
How are you doing, Ty? Thank you for stopping by, man. Appreciate it.
Let's see. Jewels don't see as much because of the potential to get cucked by Link Joker. Same with golds, but golds with Garmor are still a very competitive deck. Let's see.
Garmor is definitely
Seals are
I
competitive.
agree.
I love seals.
Dark Irregulars are definitely a competitive, just for a little bit more effort without that Amon support for Regi's build.
What's the once they get the
I'm honestly debating on my own build because I feel like I don't need
Kachi's. Ancient Dragons.
Ancient Dragons is still there, but it's just more or less like not there at the same time. You know,
Yeah.
It's like how usual like most of the events get going. Events like kind of like do that like die off, like even off like a month die. I mean minus like
Spikes is pretty competitive still. With the break right turn, Spikes is still pretty good.
Just the fact that they have like bad endings. They also have like Dragon. They have the other cards which allow them to go back to the deck. So front row
Yeah.
locking like an option.
Let's see. Other decks we might have forgotten to list. I'm gonna say, like, if we're talking competitive, I would say both other variants of Eradicators are still competitive. Murakumo can be if you get the right chain.
True.
Force is kind of struggling right now, from what I've seen.
Alcafus is in a hard
They've just
place
got-
because, you know, locking.
Yeah. And once you lock, you're fucked. Aqua Force. Because if you got seals, you got locking, you got retiring. It's just like you basically got to run the 9 draws to get a freaking full. And one thing I also wish that Zero didn't have was a freaking hand size limit. Like that's absurd.
Pretty interesting counter from now. Hilarious.
Oh yeah, because you just retire your units.
Yeah.
True.
It's like the idea of simply retiring all the units.
Mm-hmm.
Because don't use Leopold's
I'd say
effects,
Angel
you
Feather
just revive them all.
survivability keeps them relevant.
Because you only need like 1 card to retire, and especially if it's a card that you're attacking, it's gonna be retired.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Basically-
With Link Joker.
Oh, go ahead, Ollie.
Yeah, with Link Joker in the scene, Hamskates for Great Nature gonna see a lot more play, I think.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Which one? The
I've
grade
not
2
seen
one
any
as well? Or you just
Fortuna.
talking about the grade
Including
1?
the grade 2, because that way you retire it. It doesn't have. It's not a lock target, and you can still call other Hamskates.
It makes sense because in the end, like when Chat Noir comes next month, it'll just also help us with more draw power. So probably
Yeah.
like try like 9
light.
stand Grenator. Really
What?
a lot more cards then.
Handstand is actually very viable.
Very true.
Make a tier list like on the screen while we're discussing.
Well,
this,
you wanna
which is
have
Oh,
like
yeah.
literally just put up like a page with like the tier list maker.
Yeah, I hate doing that.
But change the values to competitive, not so competitive, or still competitive.
Trying to make me do this right now. Yeah, okay, we'll do that.
And then we can talk about it. I feel like that would be more conducive to getting a list.
I gotta find. Okay, so
I will caveat this segment with relying on
5-ish, honey.
enables you as a player. So
Yeah.
Are we just gonna all planned, or are we just gonna talk about like just specific decks?
it's up to you. We can do either or. It doesn't matter.
I'm trying to look for the one with the updated list, updated tier list for Zero.
Having both variables, because we can just like include the old decks and then just be like do like a 1-word summary on where it's where it's at in the state of.
All right, we're gonna look at set 13.
Don't use set 13 because we don't have the data for that.
Well, no, I'm not. I just had most of the stuff on it. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't have anything set. Yeah, I couldn't find set 12. So.
I was like, bruh, no, we're not committing the Cardinal set. Not after I just gave so many people shit for making incomplete data sets.
All right, so.
Like this. Not like this.
All right, so. Okay, it's like 1 is important, 2 is not. I don't know. I'm not making a whole thing.
Change the
Competitive.
screw this shit.
Not competitive.
Because everyone's just gonna think like that's gonna be the best deck because it's tier 1 no matter what.
Meh.
Still competitive.
Okay.
Competitive, but
All right, it's on the live stream. So if you guys want to look at that.
Kinda.
So this one's Tsukiyomi, Steel Dragon, MLB, or we're getting Nornovel, Phantom,
we'll put MLB at the second.
kinda.
Wait, are you not? Wait, we're not about Activate, are we?
What?
Even,
this-
we're referring to like MLB.
No, no.
Or just every
This
deck?
has set 13 in it, but
Yeah, but we're getting North Set Trinity stuff.
Suki definitely goes under, kinda.
yeah,
Kinda.
it's definitely still very
Yeah.
Okay, I'll help you in a minute. The recipe
I
fun.
would
Yeah, because it still has its
say
own weaknesses on its own as well.
Okay, that
Dungaroo
works perfectly fine.
definitely is in the yellow category.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you're running the Shaper variant, Dungaree gets outclassed.
Okay, I can do that. You can try with defrost now, right? Thank you. Alright. Alright, so wait, sorry, you guys said something? what's this deck? So in this the gear, right? I don't know.
Let's see.
Alright, so I'm assuming we're gonna put Link Joker is gonna be
It's that high roll factor that kind of holds him back currently.
Ragey, yeah.
That's all in.
No, yeah.
Same with ethics, like ethic reverse and whatnot. Probably like
Isn't gonna. It needs a specific hand to actually work properly.
very true.
This is why you should do set 12 one. Just
Okay, there's no sweat 12, okay? You know what?
I would say ethics reverse is definitely tier 1 or not tier 1 competitive.
Yo, put Tsukiyomi up there, guys.
I obviously just said not numerically, just say
just that one. Competitive. It's competitive.
Habit.
Steel Dragons, it's okay, it's up there.
Steel Dragons still have like their uses. They can definitely like deal against.
Steel Dragons like in between these two.
I would say. I don't know if I want to put them in competitive, but the only reason I kind of want to put them in competitive is because they have a good matchup against a lot of the top decks.
Yeah, because it's because they can get rid of your grade 2s, which is like what we need.
I'd say
Yes, perp. This is really early for me. I am
just because of
because I have other things to do later today.
I can agree with it being competitive because in the end, Steel Dragons do have like worldwide capabilities. So
Yeah.
yeah, you have to commit to the hand.
Yeah.
Alright.
it's the same problem with fighting Link Joker.
Phantom Blaster Overlord. Still competitive? At all? Anyway? No?
Phantom Blaster
We-
Overlord? Yeah,
I'd
it
say it's
depends on
okay.
if you- I think
Kinda.
in-
It's okay. It's not bad, but it's not good. Because if you yeah. Yeah.
But specifically, if you add in some of the Revenger support cards to make these,
Like the Break Ride, yeah.
not the break ride, like Trumpeter.
Well, you still, but I'm saying like just the idea of yeah. Jewel Knights.
I would say okay, mostly because of how many hard counters. It's the same issue that
Okay, currently so far, Jewel Knights I would say have decreased in the type of competitive usages.
That's not funny, perp. That's not funny. Alright, Link Joker is probably competitive.
they're okay, like maybe 70% of the time, unless they run into Link Joker and Seal Dragons. I would say those are the worst possible situations that they could come into.
Yep, true. Alright, so then
Are we
Link Joker's for sure. Link Joker's probably competitive just because of the fact that it destroys everyone.
Absolutely
Yeah.
competitive right now.
The only
think
thing
they're a
about
smarter
Link
player.
Joker is pretty much the
You're
only
insane,
thing
perp. You're
is that
insane.
They don't have a counter charger. And
Yeah.
the only way they can really counter charges with PvP.
You're healing, true.
Is there like ways to import more images into this?
Oh, that's just mean, perp. I still do like sit-ups earlier. Alright. And Maelstrom Glory, it's meh right now, honestly. It's not competitive because of the fact that
If we're talking OG Glory, it gets wrecked. Like
Wait.
there's no other way to put it. Like in this current meta or this current play state, it gets destroyed.
yeah. Alright.
Transcore is a little better because it can destroy.
Yeah.
It's just
The unfortunate thing about Transcore Glory in this meta is it's kind of loses its whole let me kill you early game because of how much draw power there is in a lot of the good decks. That
Very true.
Instead becomes instead of me killing you, let me just take out a couple cards from your hand.
Yeah. Basically.
yeah. Right. Is there a way to import more like card images into this for decks? that
Oh,
are fun?
it's the first time I ever used this.
Do you see like a thing that you can?
It's a save, download, reset, change background color.
Remake.
I would make a whole template. We can decide on next time. I wasn't expect. Yeah, this is for the moment. Yeah.
Eradicators are definitely still competitive, and we'll say
Yeah.
all three variants.
I was gonna say it includes all the Gauntlet Buster, Ascendant,
Like
Bowing, Sweep.
Sweep
You just go like
and
Should we just call like the Gauntlet Bus Descendant one as just like generic rods then, and then the other two just has their own separate variants?
Yeah, I guess.
Since we don't have specific thumbnails, we're saying that these.
Yeah. It's just clans in general. And it's the shadows. It's kinda, it can be competitive, but it's also kinda, it's like it's up there. It's like right in the middle, honestly.
Like the usability of how it's seen, but then if I had to say with the type of cards that they have, they can still be competitive.
I'd say yeah,
they
I'd
do
say
have.
Revengers is still competitive.
Because yeah, they still have like their own type of descendant, except it doesn't crit, and you have to fire cards instead of discarding.
True.
That also really helps with the Link Joker matchup, so I would say Revengers are still definitely competitive.
Yeah.
And Spike Brothers.
Spike's competitive.
Competitive. Yeah.
They already have the they already have the like counter to Link Joker by bouncing back to the deck and everything. So yeah.
It's true.
For the same reason, Link's Reverse is competitive.
Alright, and then yeah, we don't need to worry about those guys because no one really plays Vermilion the Blood or Dungaree anymore, so we don't have Novell yet. And
One between.
I don't know. Is that
Silver Thorns.
Thorns? Okay. I'm doing good today, Perp. How are you? And yes, I'll work out as soon as like near the end of the stream.
Also, we skip that one.
But overall, this isn't too bad of a list.
All right, so let's
It's pretty
discuss
same.
this and break us down exactly.
We're gonna have to break this down. All right, so ethics reverse, just ethics like BSTDs in general, like bruh, they're scary when you get it off.
This only specifically refers to ethics reverse because I don't think extreme is that good. all things
No.
considered.
Extreme's not that good.
The thing
Oh,
Extreme
yeah.
has going
Need the
for
high
it,
roll.
does not need the break ride.
Yes, that's very true.
Is actively hurt by the break ride. Actually.
So you can
Yeah.
actually instead like build a self damager variant.
I'm glad you're doing good, Perp.
About like having the break right again.
Good job. Yeah, and Maple, you play Dungaree. Yeah. Okay.
But,
Good.
dude, I don't
That's gonna be in not competitive because Maple, you're not that. I'm kidding.
think damage.
But BFD the whole extreme with commander combo that you get,
Yeah.
where it's a guaranteed extra attack.
Ooh.
The question in that case is, are they going to be able to actually get this hits in? 'Cause
Yeah, that's true. I hate defensive. I hate
But
defensive.
here's the thing, you can do it not just with commander. You can.
True.
True.
Actually,
Because in the end,
commander's guaranteed restand because it restands on the grade 3.
Mm-hmm.
The Yamaton Drake is just restands if it's a grade 2.
So Perp, Vanguard
they work
is
in their own separate orientation.
how do I say it? It's a card game
Alright,
in which
what about,
you try to deal damage to your opponent,
like why these placements are where they are.
and
Because we were able to go through that list with pretty
it's
good
fun. It's competitive.
overall.
It's spending some the TCG spending. That's not really that spendy.
Ethics reverse,
Overall, it's really good. I enjoy it. One of my favorite card games ever.
Spectral Duke,
Um,
and Spike Brothers.
It's competitive. It can be competitive and it can be chill.
If you
Very luck.
has enough draw power,
It's more luck. This game's more luck related, RNG related than Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh, you can work with kind of cards you have in hand and whatnot, but this
Yeah.
it relies on numbers, hitting numbers, and luck.
Well, with my current experience and playtesting with Ethics Reverse, I can definitely agree to just have the good pressure, like on the
Yeah.
break right turn.
It's very luck oriented
attacks,
for sure.
essentially.
Perp.
It's still very insane.
It's like I could do really good if I get pull the cards I need, but if I don't, then I'm basically screwed.
yeah,
It's just
I
like,
realize
3 or 4 damage you can kill
Ooh.
on that. That's kind of crazy.
there's a podcast.
And also, people
me-
don't
Yeah.
sleep on cross break ride numbers.
Crossbreaker numbers are freaking annoying. I forgot actually like
Sucks in power is just such a game changer in so many
True.
matches.
yeah.
also the other good thing about Ethics Reverse is that in the end, it doesn't matter if you hit a trigger or not. You don't have to give it to him since he already gets 5k power if it's a beast duty.
And
Yeah, it doesn't-
Ethics Reverse has numbers. Ooh, wait until Ashura.
Oh god, sure. It's gonna be
Yeah,
fucking.
I've seen this.
All right,
first.
Bert, and play Vanguard Zero and see how lucky you are.
Yeah, 80,000 power without any triggers.
Dude, I saw that. I was like, what the heck? Why? What is that? Just disgusting.
Let's see. So as far as the
That's what happens when you give-
justifications, like, can you go back and take a screenshot of that list we made and then drop it in the chats just so we have like a visual reference?
Oh, you're so much work here tonight. Jeez.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to discuss if we don't have like a video representation of what we're discussing.
Alright. Drop it in chat.
Leave DMs, dude.
That's not it. I keep pressing the wrong screens. Alright. Yes, it is on mobile, perp. It literally just search up Vanguard Zero and you'll find it. It's a mobile game actually, it's not a PC game.
You can play on PC if you.
You can play on PC if you have a whatever it's called. Emulator.
Yeah, BlueStacks.
BlueStacks.
In general.
I use BlueStacks for Glow and I use Nox for JP.
Ah, that's how you do it.
No,
Yeah, it's on BlueStacks for PC, it's on Nox for PC, and you can go on your phone. And that's what I usually do when I want to go, it's on my phone.
Alright, what's this deck that's beside Ethics? I can't tell.
Perps, you're gonna try to take over the whole rank. It's a lot of grinding, perp.
Or over to you and Ollie.
Ooh, seals.
So, in my experience, there's 2 various types of Seal Dragon decks you can build. I've tried to build like a hybrid version myself. There's pure Seals, which is board control of the game, and you just literally kill your opponent with all Seals. It's fine. I personally have a preference for Dauntless Inferno, which is riding the Dauntless Break Ride, pairing with Inferno, because then you guarantee multiple attacks with good numbers, so defenses won't really matter.
I can probably talk about
Which is
pure
smart.
seals instead of like a hybrid variantation.
And then there's also you can run a hybrid of both of them where you run both break rides. So if you happen to depend on the matchup, you can ride whatever. And something I'm actually looking forward to is you can actually run that.
Grind better than
ride
most strippers,
when
man.
you don't actually
True.
at least
Do it.
pick one,
It's a grind.
because then you can literally choose which break ride you want depending on the
Plus, this
matchup.
new set that came out is like really meta. So if you play that,
So are you saying that
You can go
should make
crazy.
Novella as, like the one of or something?
I was actually thinking of running Novella as a heal, and then maybe having Overlord as the one of,
you insane mother.
and then run 2 and 2 of each break ride, and then you can just search it by returning Novella to the deck.
You want to run as a heel? What?
That's probably like that's not a bad idea. But as in terms of like how they match up right now, like let's focus on how they match up now.
Against Link Joker, if I could probably say, since I had like current matchups with Seal Dragons and Link Joker, they do pretty fiercely against Link Joker. Even though locking is.
Sorry guys, I'm really hungry. So I haven't eaten breakfast yet, and I'm hungry. Just tell you I am here.
And then they don't really have enough of a threat.
Yeah, and grade 2s obviously won't matter against Seal, so you'll still be able to get your attacks in even if you get locked.
Very true. Very, very true. Just need to retire shit. It's like because if you even just the break ride, focus on the break ride, or just riding into Inferno, you can just retire everything if it's grade 2s.
I would say that Seals probably have a really difficult matchup against like Vowing Reverse specifically, though.
Oh, yeah, kind of.
I see that.
How much you're committing.
hmm
I usually don't commit my stuff until I'm going for either game or for a big push turn.
I think it depends on
I mean, like me, I rush the heck out of them.
either player has in terms of survivability, like how many PGs they've got in hand to
Yeah.
direct the board, so to speak. All right. What's the that's
Geek, you put me in mid eating. Hold on. So Geek asked, isn't the grade 1 Novell ability to return Novell Vague into and add any grade 3? You can shuffle.
Instead of making a deal.
Yeah, so to reshuffle will heal, yeah.
what like what's the deck beside or between Gauntlet Buster and Seals? I can't tell.
So
Nebula Lord? Link Joker?
Joker. Joker. Yeah, Link.
We
Joker,
already know. We know why it's competitive.
yeah, it's
Unless you play it's me.
prominent than I expected. Because I was expecting it to be a dark horse deck.
No, I expected it to be everywhere, along with Avengers.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, it's not like like a simple deck to use. If you fuck up managing your resources, you're going to die.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I know.
Which is why
But if you ever
this
want to
deck-
practice,
Oh, go
if you want to practice a deck that teaches you how to do that.
Oh my Ali. That's Ali's gonna throw out friggin' DI because you know they have to manage their resources. And you don't have much of a hand left, and your deck is like down to 5 cards on like turn 4.
That's not a problem. The only way that happens is if you use Creeper too much.
So you don't max out Creeper? I thought that was the point.
No, you do max out Creeper, and you use it if you have to. But the buff and the cards.
Alright, Perp, I will throw a party for you if you're rank 1 by the end of this season. It's only like 2 weeks long, so you have another week left to rank to rank 1. Plus the ranks you have to get before to get to Legend 1. Let me know if you need any help with any ducks or anything. Alright, so then Spikes, we just know, yeah. We're on Radicators now, or are we just on Spikes? Oh yeah, let's read Rad's next. Rad's next,
I
yeah.
think of Rads we should talk about because they've got the most variants to consider.
Oh, especially with the set after with
About this factor, since I basically have pretty much every variant.
Naoki gets everything. He's the main character, guys. What are you talking about? You upgraded like 5 times.
It's pretty obvious to see why it's still very impactful to like the meta, or even just in competitive sense, because they have a lot. They have retire, they have intercept notifications, they have draw power, they have soul charging, they have quite a lot.
Grayson,
And then that can
Grayson, come here. Who's this?
and in general, like with the crit pressure from Golden Buster and the restand, which can also like probably end the game with
Emily.
Ascendant, they definitely do help resolve like if I can just keep that solid spot for like a pretty long time. So.
Very true. I don't think it's gonna drop every time too.
If we're talking about like the other 2 variants, is just like they still do things, but not as but they're still very powerful.
What's up, Enteku? How are you doing, bud? Alright, thanks, Burp. You should start grinding now. Let me know if you need any help with anything. Open packs. When you're gonna open packs, open the Binding Force of the Black Rings. The one with like the weird locking dragons. Open that up. That's the one you should be opening up, alright?
And Steve still draws a card if after using his kind of like Soul Blast one. So.
2. Kind of best Soul Blast 2.
Which is also really good.
Yeah. I never got the Spear right off yet.
Ant gets it off like every fucking time he plays that deck. It's
Ant's insane about it though.
7 times throughout the entire time that I've been
It's just a
using
matter
Steve.
of when you want to get it off. Whether you want to do it in the battle phase with Susei, or you want to do it just by retiring normal.
Susei is such a good card, Steve.
Susei's good, but then again, the counterblast is heavy
The
as
difference
fuck.
between Susei and like Sparkon is just obviously Susei can target which one and just choose. The Sparkon is just a random macro priority.
Was Sparkon was random black row? I thought it was
I was thinking of Lorenz Force.
Yeah, Lawrence.
no, yeah, Lawrence was black
Yeah.
row.
Or
Lawrence
something.
was the Tilda variation from Narukami, except it just
Yeah.
retires instead of calling it a grade 1.
So that's the rad stuff. Revengers. I feel like we should touch on this pretty heavily because of how
Revengers.
hyped the deck was.
The deck is hyped, for sure. Revengers is crazy hyped. Its main problem I see is losing resources very fast. Like, if you play it dumb, and you don't, like, conserve, then you're basically screwed.
Also, if you don't know how to hand manage, then
Yeah.
you're just an idiot.
If you just drop everything, like, I've seen Revengers players drop 3 grade 3s on their grade 3 ride. I'm like, why?
Part of the issue with Eradicators, or not Eradicators, with Revengers is getting trigger sacked. I've only really felt threatened by Revengers when they just pop off triggers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Draw after draw after draw, and you're
Yeah,
like,
like,
well, shoot.
Whenever I like see like constant double triggers like each time, like on a grade 3 turn, I'm just like, alright, I know how this is gonna end.
Yeah.
He's gonna have full PGs and like.
Yeah, it's just unless they're just constantly drawing heal triggers, then
Even then, you utilize the 10k for the heal trigger, because then boom, you get extra crit for only one retire.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. This doesn't make the deck automatically good. If it only like consistently pops off when shit is when we're just going off with trigger sack.
Grayson, hey, no yelling. Yeah, no. It just trigger sacks really. If you trigger sack, you're good. If you don't trigger sack, you're wasting
It
it.
just has a lot going for it. It's like Eradigators in that regard. It's got to retire. It's got to.
Okay, one thing I
It
hate.
has everything it needs to succeed. It just needs a good smart player behind it to actually put it to the next
A
level.
little bit. I would
Here's-
say it's still a uberly simple deck.
Yeah, it's very simple. But here's what I hate. The fact that when you use the retire 3 to get Raging Form, that it creates a new one.
Yeah.
That's what I hate.
That's the problem because I think that kind of helps the deck in a lot of situations.
I really think you shouldn't be able to like, you shouldn't be able to, not even like just saying you can do that, but I'm saying like, you shouldn't be able to ride multiple Raging Forms when you only have 4 in a freaking deck. Like if you lose 2, it's like DOT, it's like not like you can randomly have DOT like show up. Like it's the same, it's based on that same idea, like okay, you're limited to 4, you should only have 4, you should be able to search it out from your deck. But then you lose a trigger, you lose a trigger and you lose a, like you lose a trigger and you lose a red.
That could be
That ability.
That can be said about like a lot of cards which have.
You can do that, then you gotta make every Persona Blast have it. Like that's kind of like only deck that I see that's viable in is freaking Murakumo, because they clone copy themselves like a billion times. But that's the point. They clone copy themselves. That's the point of that whole deck. They do shadow clones the whole freaking like
I just
game.
chalk it up to like the Shadow Paladin shtick of dark magic.
I just think it's like it's absurd. Like if you have 4, you shouldn't be able to get like 6 to 7 extra, like 3 extra Raging Forms.
That can practically be said like about any card with a card instead of like getting it out of the deck.
Well, even then, like Neonectar Saving.
Light is that it takes 6 units total to do that play. 6.
I'm just saying, like in general, like that. If you're gonna use the cost, there should be a punishment to get that card, and that should be okay. You lose your lunets, you lose a trigger.
I mean, you're already losing 3 units, so
Like you're already committing quite.
I know you're committing already. Like that, I get that. I know you're already committing. Like you're committing 3 units already to get 1 card, but then it's not a trigger that you're already in your deck. So then you still have a chance to pull a trigger, and that means okay, you get another hand advantage. Because if you're already running 9 draws, okay, so like say I retired 3 to get myself another Raging Form, well then I still have a Raging Form in the deck, and now I have a new one that I can just ride. And then you can just do that. You can just keep creating Raging Forms instead of using the triggers you have in your deck, thereby increasing your hand advantage to be utilized later. It's just like it just doesn't. To me, I feel like that's more of a problem. In the fact that okay, so now I'm gonna get sacked to the fucking face because you're gonna get a bunch of triggers because you'll still have them in your deck, and then you're still gonna be able to ride Raging Form. Because if you have Tartu, okay, that's a free one kind of plus 1 to call a card. That deck thins already, and then just repeatedly, and then if you break ride, you're already dicting it again because you call it grade 2 or grade 1 depending whatever you want to do. You call it Tartu, it makes sense. Like you're already thinning out your deck enough from other card skills.
Oh wait, you were talking about Tartu for the CB one. I was thinking Trumpeter. I was like, wait, Trumpeter doesn't thin.
No, Terminator doesn't thin. Yeah, but like it's just you're already thinning your deck enough, and then to be able to create another card, it's just I don't know. I think that's a little bit too much already. Personal preference of. Even I play Avengers. I do. I love Avengers. That's what I played in TCG. That's what I played. Like 0.
About how Revengers and
You could have like screw him.
I mean, on one hand, I get your I get your complaint, Light, but on the same token, again, you're not factoring in that it takes 6 units.
I am factoring in it takes 6 units, and then you're still, because, like, if you look at it, okay, so I waste one card, one rating form to ride, okay? Right? So one rating form out of the 4 already that I have. Alright, so that's 1. Well, then I sack 3, so that gives me 4 again, but 1's in your hand, you have 3 still in your deck. And you can still pull 3 from trigger site, just stacking triggers. Right? So you can just keep doing that. You can just basically, okay, I don't have my I didn't draw one yet. I still can create another one, and boom. Stack 3, get more. Stack 3, get more. It's
The only
just.
problem with that strategy is to continuously create more raging forms. You'd have to literally be continuously sacking
Yeah.
to refill your hand because you're having to kill 3 units for every time you want to add a raging form.
Dude, if we have the ward here, you're
So,
fucking screwed.
And that only happens in a perfect world.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying like. I'm just saying it's a possibility that could happen, and it's very rare that would happen. But I've haven't played Revengers for like 5-6 games. It's just like insane. Cause like, okay, now you create a rating form. Oh, okay, you're out of rating forms. Awesome, you're not gonna use it. Oh wait, you can make a new one now. Fuck. Cause like I've literally like a guy's ridden on the rating form, and then he hit 2 draw triggers or 3 draw triggers. They're all rating forms. Oh wait, no, he can now have another one. Because and that's the thing that annoys me is like, okay, you're out of your raging forms. You shouldn't be allowed to have more to use the skill. Personally, that's how I feel about that. Now, like, go back to Murakuma. Murakuma's fine because that's the point of the whole deck. Is to make random copies of themselves. Same with Neonectar. You're supposed to make random fucking ass copies of themselves or something. I don't know. Like, oh, like the Musketeers.
Metamorphosis.
Yeah.
Wait, not metamorphosis. Photosynthesis.
Yeah, Shadow Jutsu, that Murakuma and Nubatama stuff, but like, Shadows don't need that. There should be a cost if you already lose 6 units. Yeah, I don't know. That's just my take on that part. Overall, Revengers is pretty good. Like, it's still a pretty good deck. It's still competitive. What's up, Pink?
I definitely
Are we
don't
actually
know
gonna
that
go
I-
every
How are
single
you
one?
doing?
Just the high-level ones. I don't think that like Revengers is as good as everyone said it was. I stand by that statement pretty heavily.
As a Shadow Man Paladin stand, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, I thought, and everyone's like, oh, gold suck, and then everyone slept on gold while I like ranked up to legend 15.
I still see people shitting on golds, but like
I just
They
laugh
actually-
every time I see someone ask,
Yeah.
"Why did my retire not work?"
Why did my
it's like
Retainer
people
work against
need to
Garmor?
learn- Like, this is just a general statement to everyone playing Zero. If you're going to play in a competitive setting, you need to learn card effects for possible matchups. Even if you're not like an uber competitive player, if you're going to jump in ranked, you need to learn to read your opponent's cards. It's just a good tidbit, and it also prevents you from looking like an idiot when you ask a very obvious question. Just
If you do that, then you'll force the
What are you up to today, Pink? Anything fun? Anything exciting?
true.
Making tacos tonight! I'm excited for tacos. I want tacos.
Haven't seen that many clowns outside of a freaking Juggalo convention.
Ugh.
Alright,
Alright.
so are we done with like discussing Revengers?
Yeah.
Alright, so we can move on to the last competitive one, which is Dudley.
Dudley.
I feel like this deck gets a lot of bad rap in terms of what people think.
Warzone, play
Like,
Warzone, Dead by Daylight, Among Us, anything. You have a bunch of
people
games,
think
play
it's
them
like,
all.
oh, you can search PG. Oh, you have a recyclable heal. But yeah, those are nice. That's not what makes the deck good.
Yeah, true.
All right, Ollie, why don't you lay it on us? Lay us on with that Eldritch Wisdom.
So, one thing I've actually considered is Mason. Kind of slept on for a lot of people. A lot of people, every time I see someone post a list and they have like maybe they're running 4 Mason, 3 out of 4 comments in that will be like, "Oh, play less Mason, put in either more Brackies or put in more Mason or Douglas or something like that, or maybe more 10Ks." And it's like,
I mean-
okay, fine, but because I will admit Mason is a very situational card. The best case scenario for a Mason Dudley Emperor play, it would be having your opponent 4 damage and them only setting up 1 intercept. Any other scenario apart from that is kind of iffy. Yeah, you can also do it as a fit in if there are 5 damage and then you're doing a final turn type of play.
I think
But yeah,
I think Dudley works like Mason works as a 3, honestly. And I'm not just saying that because I only have 3. I think when you're building a deck like Spike Brothers, you want to have as much utility as possible, and I think 3 allows a good ratio of being able to have utility versus functionality that all synergize to the deck's strengths.
the
Personally,
only reason I've run 4 is because I've played the deck enough to where I've run into situations where not having enough Dudleys in my deck means I can't return my heals.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just guarantee that I, no matter what the situation is, I can always at least return my heals than having to basically have to run 9k vanillas in certain situations.
Yeah, I can understand. I play Spike Brothers here and there on ranked and just due to these. I also play for Mason just because of its good utility, and it's just more or less like on overall how you view the card. The utility it has definitely provides a lot of usages into the deck. But there's some people that just think like other cards are a lot more priority. But in the end, I just feel that it is like a 4 or even a 3.
Yeah.
Alright, so that concludes with. Granted, I'm sure there's more stuff that we're forgetting.
I mean, yeah, obviously there's bad end break right turn, but that's pretty self-explanatory.
I'm sure there's more competitive things that we're just not seeing on this list because it was bare bones. But
True.
we'll try and put something together next.
Yeah, for next set 13. Ali can be in charge of that.
Yeah, it's tier 1.
Ali, you be in charge of that since it's your set.
Yeah, it's tier
I don't
1.
think we should
Yeah.
pile more responsibility on Ali.
Yeah, just make Ali's everything's all Ali's. Ali's has to do it now,
Ali
guys.
is already like the salt
I'm-
of the earth for like 5
Basically.
I'm freaking busy as heck right now. Having to basically run this league.
with
Even though it's not even mine.
Yeah, who actually
Competitor.
whose league actually is it?
It's supposed to be Keith's, but all he does is post it and advertise it, and then literally the rest to us.
doesn't even
Oh my.
advertise it. I'm the one that freaking wants it. What do you mean, dude?
Keep pressing the wrong
By advertising, I
hotkeys.
meant he posted the video and like maybe posted about it once on
Yeah,
Facebook.
yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. But if we want to touch on the other stuff on the list, or nah,
Nah.
it's pretty self.
I think
It's
we
pretty-
have a couple of other things we want to talk about.
Yeah, I think we still have like 2 more
It
topics.
takes
So
forever to go over everything.
alright, so we already talked about like kind of what we don't like. And so actually I realized I'm muted this whole time. Alright.
We should work on that.
You know, so like we already talked about like things we don't like, so let's kind of go briefly of what things we do like.
Link Joker is absolutely every bit as fun as I hoped it would be.
DI buff came early.
DI buff came early. I'd just say I like Garmor because you know the Braiders.
Yeah,
My heart.
Pog.
It's pretty pog, especially when you pull it off.
I should be the one talking about Rackers since I'm like, I think like besides like Knight, the only other Narukami player who uses Rads. I'm definitely more excited over FX Reverse than I was Vowing Saber.
Yeah.
Vowing Saber seems like it's a good finisher. It definitely seems like it would be a slept on underdog card for how the current like state of play is with how you keep cards in hand versus committing to board.
That's true.
That also simultaneously plays to Vowing Reverse's strengths because if you don't have cards in your back row, your front row gets
I will say this: I'm surprisingly enjoying Mordor Duke more than I thought I would.
Dude, I told you it would be awesome.
Yeah. Oh. Alright, what do you guys feel?
If I had to say like my other favorite deck, it would definitely be Ethics Reverse because I did not expect. Because I fucking despise Overgrapplers. I hate the concept. I hate its principle. I hate Kamui as a person. I hate it so much. I can count like
He hates this game.
the first time I've ever had something positive to say about Nova Grapplers.
Oh wow.
I was looking forward to Ethics Reverse myself, but then Blouse got announced. I was like, yeah, no, I'm playing Gundam.
I remember in TCG that was just disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I went Mavericks.
alright. One last thing. The whole cheating last ranked season. What are y'all thoughts on that? The first place cheating for like
Get banned?
Oh,
I don't know.
First place wasn't.
No, first place was cheating. First
Yeah,
person
not first place.
No, but whoever like third
the person who was in first place early ethics rank was cheating.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
what we were told.
yeah.
I don't know if the Game Studio took care of the person thing, but if they did, then well done, Game Studio. If
Yeah.
There was a
I feel like as long
guy-
as he got
So-
taken care of, it's fine.
Yeah.
There was a guy who was in like third place. He had originally changed his name to someone else who was using the typical hacker banner, but he was just new to like Vanguard Zero as a whole, and his name was Rivhard. He actually started climbing like that season because of me, apparently, because he was inspired when I was going that no life route at the beginning. But
You inspire somebody, Knight? That's weird.
he had originally copied Rivhard, and then that got Rivhard some flack on a couple groups until I explained to them that he was just copying him because, as we all know, the beginner banner is the hacker banner.
Yeah.
But then he changed it, and then he's like playing normally now, as if that would stop people from reporting him for hacking.
Wait, so was he hacking?
He still did it.
Was he hacking?
And he still did it. He couldn't even commit
Yeah.
to his playing normally bit. Like, what the fuck, man?
Wait, so he was hacking.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
he
was hacking.
confirmed hacking.
Okay.
And
Like, when
he said he was gonna play normally, but then it didn't
He
take
gave
even
up.
a day before someone made another post about how they ran into him and he was still hacking.
Like, why would you hack? Why's the point of hacking? It's a freaking mobile card game. Like,
I don't know.
good job, Knight.
Did
You
he actually think he was gonna get away with it?
yeah.
To really think about it, I really don't see the point in hacking in like a game like this. It's just like, what's the beneficial gain now? Literally just becoming like first place in ranked.
Yeah.
What just SP cards?
People hate hackers in this game. Like, if you are hacking, people are gonna freaking report you because they hate you out of principle and they hate you as a person.
Mhm.
If you think that like this community is not petty enough to report you, you're an idiot. Like, you're just straight dumb.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't either. I just saw this post right now in Facebook global group. Why do people pay to like finish decks so fast? Like,
I don't know. Why do you invest in anything?
yeah, right? It's just because you want
At
to.
that point, like, there's no point in investing in businesses. No point in investing
Yeah.
in stock
Yeah.
market, no point in investing in your car.
And he says it's pay to win. It's like not really pay to win. This game isn't pay to win like freaking Duel Links. Duel Links is pay to win. Duel Links is freaking pay to win.
Much.
Yeah, because the way they do their packs, it's like you get one of the set. You have to open the pack. You have to open the whole pack, like the whole kit, like booster set box, to get everything you need, or get like at least a copy of one copy of the card. It's like you gotta be paying unless you're like freaking lucky, and then like they don't have like a crafting system because they're ultra rare like card slots or whatever in Duel Links. It's like it's limited to a few cards, not cards in the sets.
Duel Links is they copied like the Tag Force games, so like shit drops exponentially small.
Yeah.
I think I had on her tablet.
I don't think I ever will.
Play that.
I tried to. I played for a bit.
Like at the beginning, and I really dislike
And I
it.
played things I had on her tablet.
I'll
It wasn't
stick
for
to
me.
my.
I stopped
I'll
like
stick to my
I had
old school
to-
Yu-Gi-Oh game.
Mhm.
Tablet, I also.
Same.
I have link to the whatever the Link Evolution, however, Legacy of the Duelist or something, and I'm like, this is weird.
Yeah, that's a terrible game. You should play Tag Force. It's much better.
Well, it's on the Switch. I don't have a Tag Force, okay?
Link
I
Evolution.
think I had fun.
Yeah, that's what I have it on my Switch, so I was like, might as well.
It took me so long to get a place to every card, but once I did, I'm like, well, what do I do now?
I have it on the I have the old version on my PS4, and then I have this version. I think the one on PS4 is free, so I just picked it up.
Daddy, I want this.
So is
Okay.
there anything else we needed to talk about? We should
Nah.
I guess we could take questions from chat.
Alright. Questions, chat?
I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Short and simple. And
Yeah.
we don't have to like make a monologue about it.
A monologue, honestly.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'd say our monologues are pretty good though.
yeah.
Just
But if there's no questions, guys, thank you everyone for being part of the stream today. Thank you to my guests here. Appreciate you guys stopping by. We'll stay open a little bit longer to see if anybody has a question or anything. If you guys are wanting to get into Vanguard Zero, it's on Android and iOS. I should be getting paid to advertise this. Just kidding.
I'll take game advice from the Facebook group.
Yeah.
Well, hold up. There's a couple that are.
Just don't take advice from Ali. Just don't take advice from him.
People who know that there's things in Zero, but then there's a lot of people who don't know all this stuff, and those people are the clowns.
If you want advice, you know me. Hit up my YouTube channel. Hit up me on Discord. I've been playing this game since 2012. When it first dropped, like set 1 dropped, and I was playing this game. I blame my friends. So like all this is like I'm kind of used to like this. I mean, I wasn't a great deck builder because I was like 13 with no job, so I had what I had.
We were wee lads back in the day.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, I appreciate everyone stopping by today. Thank you guys. Thank you to my guests, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace, guys.
Johnny.
Bye bye.
Weeb.